Plants are great for us, but mushrooms are better. Mushrooms, their DNA is closer to a human's DNA than a plant. So I believe mushrooms really are here to heal us. They taste great and they have kinds of medicinal healing purposes. The earth is screaming at you, saying, I'm here, eat me, I'll heal you.
Charged with one type of powerful vibration.
12 years ago, I was diagnosed with whooping cough. I coughed so hard I would pass out. I was done. I couldn't function anymore. I couldn't work. I couldn't breathe. So a friend of mine introduced me to some superfood, plant medicine, and I had been struggling for 1 year, and within 4 months of changing my diet, I was 80% better. And I'm healthier now at 53 than I was 12 years ago. And I owe that to the mushrooms and to my diet.
See like this alien-like structure over here? It doesn't quite look like a full-grown mushroom yet. This is how they are triggered by the environment and show their bodies. This whole area was just cut and we would see the block and the mycelium only. But then, once the temperatures, humidity, and a little bit of help of the light, from the light, we are able to see these pinnings forming.
It can sense the moisture in the air and starts to sprout out towards that. That's why you see the mushrooms like after a rain and all of a sudden, poof, they're there. It's the same sort of thing. We're just keeping it in that bag, keeping it isolated until it's fully colonized, and then it pops out. It's huge and really vibrant, colorful.
We have rows and rows of shelves. The fruit actually just pops out of the bag and it pops out just like a flower blooming, essentially, is kind of what it is. And then once it gets to that right size and you take it off, like plucking a fruit or something out of the ground, it's the same thing.
Mushrooms like altitude, and I had a 3-car garage that I could convert, and I was just going to play mushroom farm. I found Sheriff Toy, who is our mycologist, on Facebook. We both found out really quick that we were both passionate about the mushrooms and we had the same purpose on what we wanted to do.
I had this obsession with mushrooms. Pandemic happened and we came to a conclusion that this is now or never if you wanted to do this seriously at full time.
I said, okay guys, the world's shut down, let's make a mushroom farm. So Sheriff and his wife Andrea, who is our marketing director here, they moved into my house here, brought Larry, he's our engineer, and he has designed everything and keeps everything running. And so that gave us our time to research and develop and build our farm.
Our slogan is consciously cultivated. She wants to consciously cultivate the best products, you know, and it's from spore to fruit. We look at every single bag, every single piece of mushrooms, everything gets touched by somebody in our company to make sure that the best quality product is going out the door. And she really had that vision from the beginning. When she says mushrooms will heal the world, you know, she made him believe it, she made me believe it, and she's making everybody believe it.
I feel that it's just our base of creation when you walk in there, because it's our magic lab. There's a lot of species that we don't even know, but I feel like we're on the cutting edge of finding something big here.
Mushrooms are actually, they're a colony of organisms. As one cell, just like any other organism, their secondary stage from one cell to would be mycelium, which thread-like, rope-like structures in a microscopic world. You can see those threads and ropes, and mold-like looking environment, last part of the cycle of their lives. That's for us is an end result, but for them, it's a new beginning, because that's where spores will be dispersed and create the new life of the mycelium. These are essentially the media types that we grow our mushroom mycelium on, and this is millet. Millet and oat are going to be our grain media types. Grain is an essential part for cultivating mushrooms as they are rich in carbohydrates, specifically oats and nitrogen. Everything starts with a clean and then non-living environment, and in order for us to do that, we have to kill everything that's already in there. Then we can transfer these blocks into the laboratory where the air is sterile, and then we can do inoculation, which means that transfer mushroom cultures from one media to another in order to grow. This is the stage, we call it spawn. So from here, then we go into bigger blocks where sawdust and soybean are mixed. I'm a living organism and I'm a chemical soup. So I have a lot of microorganisms on me, can affect my process over here when I try to do inoculations. So this allows me to keep everything away from the station with the clean air comes in. We seal them up so then the blocks can stay sterile and only the mushroom culture can start colonizing in that block. We shake them in this dryer. This bag was inoculated a couple of days ago. You see every single piece of mycelium is a colony starter. Every single colonies are starting, and that represents these grain pieces that was already colonized. Great example of fully colonized block that's ready to be transferred into the fruiting chamber for mushroom fruit body development. We cut them open to introduce more oxygen. That's what triggers, we like to call pinning. Pinning is the initial stage of mushroom fruit body forming. Forming pinning takes about a week. From then to see a fully grown mushroom fruit body, it doesn't take much. It takes about 72 hours.
My favorite part about growing mushrooms is just having the ability to create. Wake up in the morning, I look so forward to going down and seeing the fruit, knowing that I'm gonna take them off and my art is going to be someone else's art. The chefs take our art and they just make even more art with it. So it's inspiring. I've been dreaming it for a lot of years, and to see it come to fruition is just surreal. And so I think this journey is just beginning, and I'm excited to be part of the movement and educate everyone.